Trump's victory in the US has sent shockwaves across the globe, but perhaps nowhere more profoundly than in Ukraine. For Kyiv soldiers who have been fighting a prolonged war with Russia, the news has cast a dark shadow over their hopes and resolve. Winters are coming, but perhaps they are now more worried about Trump. Such is the crisis that troops are now more open to surrendering land to Russia just to survive. Russian forces are advancing at a pace never seen before, particularly in the Donbas region. Reports from the Russian Defense Ministry highlight that multiple settlements in Donetsk and Kharkov have fallen under Russian control. This constant pressure has drained both manpower and morale from Ukraine's forces. Now, The Economist has reported that the Ukrainian army is struggling to meet its conscription targets. Many recruits are older, unhealthy, and unmotivated. One officer lamented that the army is long out of willing recruits. They are not ready to fight Russia now. This paints a grim picture, an army struggling to hold its ground while grappling with internal challenges. Troops who once had a strong will to fight are now more hesitant. One Kyiv officer noted, "It's not even 50-50 anymore, but 30-70, referring to the faltering resolve to fight to the end. Morale among Ukrainian soldiers is collapsing, and for obvious reasons. There is relentless combat, no breaks, minimal rotation, and little hope of reinforcements. The pressure to stay alive is immense. The only way out of this mess seems to be peace or talks with Russia. The harsh reality is that many soldiers now see this as a way to ensure their survival. In October, reports surfaced of over 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers deserting or leaving their posts since the conflict escalated 2 years back. Videos circulating on social media show scenes of desperation, recruitment officers forcibly conscripting men in public places, often leading to violent brawls. These images reveal only one harsh reality: Ukraine is struggling to maintain its fighting force. Trump's return to the White House has come as a double whammy. His stance on NATO and Ukraine has been clear. EU countries must increase their defense spending or risk being left to fend for themselves. Trump has even suggested that if NATO members do not meet his demands, he might allow Russia to do whatever the hell it wants with them. This has sent a chilling message to Ukraine and its allies. Without strong support from the United States, Ukraine's ability to continue the war is in serious jeopardy. President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned of dire consequences if US military aid is cut off. He has stated bluntly that without congressional support, Ukraine will lose the war. This warning is not just rhetoric. Ukraine relies heavily on Western support for weapons, ammunition, and financial aid. If the US pulls back, other European nations might struggle to fill the gap, especially given the political and economic challenges within the EU. Let's be honest, EU does not have pockets as deep as the US. For Kyiv soldiers on the front lines, Trump's victory feels like a dead end. The war has already tested their patience, their endurance to the breaking point, and now, with the potential loss of US support, the future feels even bleaker. The prospect of surrendering land to Russia, once unthinkable, now seems like a lifeline. It is a grim trade off: land for lives.